Hello, 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 hello. Good evening, good afternoon, good morning, wherever you're watching from. Welcome to live day trading pre-market analysis for Friday, November the 20th, 2020. Wow. Just, I cannot believe it's Christmas around the corner. Well, it's first Thanksgiving for those US stateside. If you are on the broadcast, if you please kindly confirm that the sound of my voice is able to reach across the beats and it's satisfactory to you. That will really help us here before we get going. I'm laughing because there was nobody in the chat room and the live chat, right? And the first person who's coming there is Mr. Jesus. I don't know if I can tell Mr. Jesus. Let me know if you want me to share the story that happened yesterday. True story. I don't make this stuff up. It's perfectly okay. I understand if you don't want me to share our exchange yesterday. It's amazing. But hey, I'm glad that you are here, sir. How's the sound? So while we wait for that confirmation on the sound, so we are Friday. For the subscriber, oh my goodness. It's okay, but you can do better. Guys, you see this? Where's the camera? The mic is here. Yeah, here's my mic. So my computer is definitely, and I'm seeing on the software, I'm not using my booming mic or anything. So you guys, and every single time, the entire week, I invite you to go replay those broadcasts that are recorded here on YouTube. The the sign is okay. Now I have to worry about the efficacy of not only the trades we have here, but also audio and visual. Well, not that I have to. I have to. It's part of the package. Hello, Mr. Junior. Oh, we have a great conversation yesterday. You have solved the issue. I don't know if I solved the issue. I don't want to use this mic. I want to use the other mic. So I haven't solved anything. Just like I haven't solved the problem that you had yesterday, sir. Yeah, that's for the two of us. That was pretty embarrassing. Okay. In any case, let's go ahead here. So on this morning, for the subscribers inside of the Discord room, we have a brand new watch list, right? So now we are gotten into the routine. You have it on Friday, so I'm really going to be at it because it gives us the opportunity to get an early start for potential uh, gaps on Monday. Next week's gonna be tricky because Thursday's close and Friday's a half day. I believe, yeah, that's how the sequence goes. So really, we will need to be very nimble and disciplined. Yeah, very disciplined. Speaking of being disciplined, yeah, it's part of it here. So as traders, I know that most traders they do not believe actually that there's money in the market. But Mr. Junior, based on the exchange yesterday, he mentioned that I think hopefully it's okay to reveal that he has a strategy based on Friday. I was like, I didn't, not that I forgot. We were talking about so many things. It was really a great conversation. But remember, folks, we have, for those who have been with us here the longest of time, we have a full strategy where we did a study over 3 years' time, yeah, on uh, bullish stocks that have a high probability of making money on Fridays. Yeah, it was just so I need to make a full video on that. I'm definitely behind on content creation. I apologize. I didn't publish the spy system that I talked about, but it's coming. It's coming. So there's so much to be done. So I'm going to be putting my weekend at use here to catch up on the content on there. So if you made it all the way to Friday, congratulations. That shows your discipline. I hope your account it's definitely reflecting that. If not, hey, let's see what we have in store here for this Friday. Um, stock market technical analysis to be able to add a little bit much on that account. So let's start with the top down analysis. Looking at SPY overall. So from a daily perspective, SPY on here the last couple of days, mostly sideways. I mean, we had here though. If we're looking at this, folks, yeah, this year we're posting lower lows. That's a little bit alarming, a little bit, yeah. But there is that big print that came on SPY yesterday, so we don't know what they have in store for us. To be honest with you, yesterday the after hours was a bit negative to say the least, almost losing 1%. This morning they're like, and I don't see that much movement. So today is OPEX, meaning you have monthly expiration, you have weekly expiration. So there are games that market makers they will be playing. And on a Friday like this, believe it or not, I'm not saying that that's what's going to happen, but I've seen it many times. The first part will be spent pretty much just burning data, meaning that time passing by, the stock not moving, the options are going to decrease in value, meaning the loser are us who are holding, who have bought those options. The winners are people, the market makers who have retained those options, right? In both directions. We explained that it's not just puts or call. There is a way, because they know all the open interest, so there is a way that they pre-program how exactly the market is going to be moving. And typically in days like this, in the second part, in the later part of the day, yes, today's expiration day for SPY, but we have seen a ramp up, a melt up. We have seen that. So I'm looking at both QQQ and SPY today at some point, and it doesn't, sometimes they don't even have to wait, let's say, after 2 p.m. Eastern. I kid you not. They can just decide gradually, grinding it up, grinding it up, grinding it up, after they have made sure that, hey, most of the options are killed. So let's be on the lookout for that. Let's then take a look at, we can take a look at QQQ very quickly here to see where it stands from a technical perspective on here. So yeah, hovering just above the EMA 8 on here. So over the last 4 days, really, it has just been sideways action overall. There hasn't been significant move. When we're talking about significant move, look at the type of significant move. This is what get me with this market. My only beef with this market is this, yeah? These gaps. That's where the big money is made. Yeah, okay, so we had a day here, November the 9th, where we had a possibility to trade intraday, right? 299 to 288. Great. But my friend, after that, so this, looking at this chart, this is the type of chart I call feast or famine. So feasting for us traders, and this is famine here, meaning there's no making money out of this type of action here. So similar thing here, for instance, yeah, when an index spent 4 days doing like this, individual stock, yeah, they could be moving, but I'm talking from an index perspective here. Feasting, you're feasting. The size of the candles are much bigger, right? So that's happened, and especially expect this as we go toward the end of the year. We will be talking more about it. But today's expiration day, let's see. Specifically, we know that most traders are not willing to be disciplined to stick around on Friday for the longest of time. So the computers know that, yeah. Hence, they can ramp up. That's why I say that one of the best days to make money is actually on Friday, if you know what you're looking for. So we will be bringing you great content that we already have on our blog, successfultradings.com, and illustrate that in our video content. So aside from that, we know here that, hey, on any given day, we have talked about this. Maybe newcomers may not be familiar with it, but you can definitely find opportunities here. This tool is called FinViz. Let me maybe bring it down a little bit here. So let's see, let's do this. Oops, let's see. Okay, I'm not sure if what's stuck on there, but come on, Telex. I was trying to move something, but I was on the wrong screen. All right, okay, so here's FinViz. Okay, so the filtering here, optionable, because we trade option above $15 or whatever that you want. I mean, if you want to trade penny stock, hey, by all means, go for under. But for me, I will stick with the over 15 or sometimes even over 20. Yeah, but I mean, it wouldn't change the list that much. And average volume here, this is the historical daily volume, right? So if I go to 2 million, we have half, we eliminate half of the stock, but 1 million, it's okay. And sometimes you can also look at relative volume. So relative volume is the ratio of the pre-market volume to the average volume. So let's say here, I mean, if a stock is really have a relative volume, a high relative volume, let's say for instance here for us, we are saying that over 1. We have 54 stock with decent volume this morning. And that are streaking up. This biotech company is the one with the vaccine, I believe. The Pfizer partner. Then you have an ETF here. Then Biki. I'm not familiar with it, but so the advantage of this is that, hey, you just put this on here and it gets you trade. I'm not very disciplined, folks, really. I wish I would do this more often because the opportunity is sometime on there. If more power to you if you can consistently do that. You could find opportunity. So let's say now if we want to include more, or obviously we can go lower to say over 0.5. So meaning definitely these stocks are having substantial volume, right? Man, Fubo, Fubo. This is a TV broadcast communication. I tried it. I studied its option yesterday, but they were expensive. So this, I think, as of now, the stock is better to trade if you're a stock trader. Options, it's okay, but they're a little bit expensive. More on that in a few minutes on here. So this is how you do that. So if you want to get the other direction, because obviously here, yeah, we know how to trade both directions. All right, so here's a stock of interest to us. Workday, they are down. They have a decent volume. That's good. And so Workday is part of a bigger watch list. The reason they're down, they had earnings yesterday. So will it be possible for us to have a way of knowing how a stock like Workday usually trade? And maybe will it be possible to find a technique or to know of a technique where we could take advantage of that? If you're looking for that type of thing, I think you're in the right place. Yeah. Maybe that's going to be a reason for you to subscribe to our YouTube channel, because we can tell you that we actually have a study. That's not the one. We have this study on Workday and many other companies, right? How they behave on after the earnings on day 1, day 2, day 3. So for us, if we see movement, that's a sign that we have opportunity. So Workday here, historically, after its earning, these are all the earnings of Workday since 2017. Yes, we can do that. we can do that. And thus, we have taken a look at saying on day 1, how much percentage does it move upward? How much percentage does it move downward? Absolutely. That's what we call our earning quant analysis. So this document is available for purchase for all of those who may find value into it. Was it 2 weeks ago? Those who were here, you can help the people in the chat. We traded what? We had setups on both Square and Roku, both on a Friday after the earnings. Time flies by. I think it was 2 Fridays ago, or it wasn't last Friday, possibly, right? So inside of our Discord room, you will see that both we can start trade them beautifully. So all of that knowledge came from here. So let's see here. Let's apply that here on Workday. Workday here, we see a lot of greens on day 1. Yeah, a lot of green, and not necessarily when the stock, let's say, is bullish immediately after the earnings, because we see a lot of green even, let's say, last year on this quarterly earning, the stock was down -5% and it proceeded to gain 2.42% between its opening price and the high. Okay, on a Friday, 2.42% is not super great, but it's an opportunity to make money. So hence, this is telling us that there's an opportunity for us here to definitely trade the Gangsta Trade. 2 years ago, this stock moved 7% after its quarterly earning, the same quarter earning, November 29, thereabout. 3 years ago, it moved 2%. So 2%, 7%, 2 point something percent. I'm liking it. I'm liking that. And let's say it's not just on the bullish side. This does not just suggest that on the bullish side. Here, -3%. So imagine a day that this thing posts a low. So we're gapping down, all right? So imagine we post a low and then rally this much from the open. That's actually great for our strategy, which is called a Gangsta Trade. So let's go ahead and similarly here, -2% from the open and then finishing 7% from the open. This is a 10% move. Yeah, this year it's a 6%, a 5% move of the like. So I'm sold, folks. Are you in? Who wants to do Gangster on Workday? I don't even have to ask the Christian. Who wants to do Gangster on Workday on a Friday? Okay, let's see then. Let's go inside of the Power E Trade and take a look at obviously Workday, but also before that, take a look at what else is moving. I'm sharing the proper screen, and let me go and grab, oh man, manipulating these windows. I need a PhD for that. All right, so let's maybe just a quick look. What are the indexes doing? Okay, so QQQ, it's flat. SPY is literally flat. It's losing 60 cents. VIX is slightly up, but hey, who knows with VIX, right? Especially on OPEX day. RWM, the Russell 2K small cap is losing 45 cents. Not much on the index size, really. Nothing to write home about here. So let's go to the stock side and see what's going on there very quickly if I can do this. Okay, so yeah, here's Workday. So, well, let's first check volume overall. Hey, this morning nobody has zero volume. Oh, interesting. So the volume leaders, American Airlines, okay, $12. Tesla, over 600,000 shares, trading flat from yesterday. NKLA, yeah, yesterday we looked at it, like, it wasn't inspired. I'm not so sure. Maybe even, I mean, on a Friday. Okay, just a mention here. Somebody remind me. I need to talk about Apple a little bit. There is a characteristic. It's not just Apple. I saw it actually as I was building the option watch list for our subscriber for next week. I saw some interesting things that I'm going to highlight after we finish our work day in regard to how the market makers are setting up the option for next week. Who else has volume here? All right. This guy has volume. Interesting. Yeah. So maybe let's check it out. Maybe another candidate for a gangster here. Because typically when it has volume, and it has a bullish volume, so that's something that we are not used to from this guy. All right, so let's go to, yeah, we were looking at volume, and if we just look at percentage move here, so Workday is moving bearishly the most, losing $8. So let's go to its option chart. So trying to set up a Gangsta trade here, so option chain rather, sorry. So I can access it by just clicking onto that tiny button, or I can access it. Let me move this here. Can we see this? All right. Okay, so I'm not going to ask the crowd, the traders, hey, which side do you want us to take a look at first, the bullish or the bearish side? We saw that the study, the quantitative analysis study suggests a bullish bias, yeah, which is great because for us, ideally, for us, we know that the stock is trending down. It's trading down, right? Gapping down. So meaning that the calls are going to be the least expensive. If for us, with our study giving us the hint that the true move could be for this to reverse, that's fantastic. Yeah. So meaning, imagine a scenario where this thing from here 222, it goes and posts a low below 220. Then your entry will be much cheaper with your calls. Yeah. This is the edge that's I talk about. So, and from obviously we need to look at November 20th instead of November 27th. I was like, those options are expensive. All right. So what can we be looking at here? Remember, the study says something 3%, 4% ready. Yeah. If we get more than that, so 3%, 4% from the opening price on here. 1% is 2 points. 2%, let's say 5 points. Yeah, I'm running up. So 7 points. So for me, I'm going to be saying that 230, it's a good vicinity for us to start looking at. Now, you're going to be looking at this. I'm sure not one, not two. Many of you may be looking at this now. Yeah, you know who you are. Yeah. But Telex, those options are worth $6.90. Yeah, that was yesterday, folks. Yeah. My Power E-Trade, I don't know if you guys option chart, if let's say the update in pre-market, mine do not. You have to wait until they open. So the 690 by 730 price for the 230 calls on workday, that was yesterday when they jacked up the implied volatility. Look at this, folks. Okay, if you don't know what this chart is, I want you to subscribe. You cannot be trading in the market if you don't know what this chart is. Subscribe. Find a way to get yourself educated. I'm making this call right now. It's currently 9:01 Eastern Time in New York City and in Toronto, and you're catching a live broadcast of pre-market analysis for November the 20th, 2020. This is, forget the Greeks, forget whatever. Yeah, when it comes to trading options and trading earnings, you need to care about this chart more than anything. It's the implied volatility chart on here. And look at this one, right? Just memorize it, if you will. Yeah, I'm going to show you the same chart on other stock, a couple of other stock, and then I want you to see what's different. Yeah, so here what's happening in pre-market. As stocks go into the earnings, the implied volatility is increased, meaning the options are more expensive. Yeah, in layman terms, simpler terms, increased volatility, higher implied volatility means more expensive options. And then after the earnings are released, this number is going to be coming down. Yeah, it's going to be coming down to its 30-day average. So 60 versus 145, that's huge. So the price of this option have been multiplied by more than 2. So hence, you see things like this. But this one's going to drop. It's going to drop. And for us, you and me, we want to get the 230. So what are we doing, folks, this morning? Are we doing vanilla or chocolate gangster? The jury still, actually, yeah, let's take a survey. Who wants, you guys tell me, vanilla or chocolate gangster on workday here? For us, we have one strike price base. So 230, it's something that we are shooting for. So vanilla or chocolate. Hello, good morning, Mr. Greg. Glad to have you. Who else is on here? We see Mr. Jesus. We see Mr. Junior. We said hello earlier. And Skunky Ganja is here. Skunky Ganja is in the building, ladies and gentlemen. Yeah, we said hello to Mr. Lawal. All right, so quick poll, folks. Chocolate or gangster? Don't make me decide. We're trying to get in to make money on workday here on Friday, November the 20th, live on YouTube. Hello, Mr. Andrew. How are you? Bienvenue, Africa Mama. Africa Mama say chocolate gangster. We have one choco gangster. I don't know the difference. That's okay, Mr. Lawal. We will explain you the difference. Set up your next coaching session. Mr. Andrew is saying vanilla. Mr. Andrew is saying vanilla. So we have one vanilla, we have one chocolate. Strawberry, there is no Mr. Greg, there is no strawberry. Mr. Skunky Ganja is saying vanilla. I'm assuming, folks, that you guys know the difference between the two, because if you are just saying this based on your choice of ice cream or whatever, then that's defeating the purpose, right? So if you don't know, please, an opportunity for you to find a way to join Successful Trading. We will educate you on how we make money on it. My friend, there is really no right or wrong, yeah? Because either one of them is going to be making a difference. It's going to be we can make money off of it. So for me on here, let's quickly try to get this. We are going to do chocolate, because the chocolate, folks, the chocolate version is that, hey, we are in control of how much we are spending. Remember that, yeah? I'm giving you these hint bits as of now, and I guess I'm due to make a video, vanilla gangster versus chocolate gangster. So for us here, we are fixing the price at which we want to get this contract, and we are just varying the strike price. So for that, we're going to go 10 cents on the calls. I mean, you can decide based on your budget if you want to offer more. And obviously, when we open and you have time to switch your offer, obviously, to get an entry on. So I'm going to say 10 cents. So let's say then 10 cents for the 225, the 227.5, and the 230. on the call side. My friend, if we get any of those, like we got on BA, remember on BA we got all three of them earlier this week. That's gonna be fantastic. So that's what we are shooting for. And a Gangsta trade is a strangle trade, meaning because we are balanced, we want to take advantage of early volatility on here, so we don't know the direction. So similarly, in the other direction from 222, the puts are more expensive, meaning it's going to be more difficult for us on here to get these puts, right? So let's say, for instance, we know, let's say the 200, all of these here, the price is going to come down. Yeah, why? Even though the stock is trending down because of this implied volatility. Somebody, who can I assign to do this? Hey, Mr. Lawal, do me a favor, sir. Do a screen capture inside of your E-Trade of this exactly which that you are seeing now, and do another screen capture after, let's say 5 to 10 minutes after, and save that and send it to me. It's going to be, we're going to start our next one-on-one coaching session on that. All right, so let's go here and say, for instance, we would like to get the 210, puts, $205 and 200 for 10 cents. All right, so let's recap. We're doing chocolate Gangsta trade on workday on live pre-markets for November the 20th. So on the call side, limit order 10 cents on the 225, the 227.5, and the 230 call. It's called a sweep, right? If you don't know what that is, please, we will come and we will educate you on that. And then on the put side, 10 cents, 210, 205, and 200. All right. We have a video on exactly how to allocate your budget to trade this system, right? And we're gonna do one specifically on SPY on its own system because that's something we had great fun yesterday again with Mr. Junior, because there are people who are seeing things definitely that's proven, and that makes sense on here. So let's see. Well, we had some lead comments here. We had let's try chocolate. Yes, we tried chocolate. Mr. Jesus. So we have that. So workday, any question on workday? Everybody got that? And again, it's okay if this is your first time here with us and you're not familiar with this strategy, just subscribe, and we will get you a coaching session to educate you on how we are taking advantage of earnings without gambling before the earnings. Think of this as, and your approach to trading should be this way, right? You have a high probability of winning on every trade that you take. So I want you today, if there's just one takeaway out of this, to say every time that you take a trade, ask yourself, why are you taking the trade, and what's your probability of winning? If you cannot answer those two questions, don't take the trade. Don't take the trade. So put yourself into a situation where you're always able to answer those two questions. And the third question, which is going to be doing that, is that you take the trade and then you just do what if scenarios. What if it goes this way? What if it goes the other way? How much am I willing to lose on that position? Those are fundamentals of trading. It's okay to take a loss. We need to be comfortable taking loss. Great traders, actually, they take a lot of losses, but guess what? The losses are small because they recognize no emotion into the trade. Oh, that's not the direction. It's not working out. And on a day like today, not knowing the direction nowadays is not a problem, because you can strangle things very nicely. We shared with you, was it 2 weeks ago on a Monday? No, was it Tuesday? Baba Hedge paid a 10-bagger. Yeah, so that's very possible. That's very possible. All right, so that's that. Let's Let's do what? Let's find another one. Let's find another one. Let's try Baba. You see that transition? Trust me, it didn't even register in my head. It wasn't I didn't plan for that transition. Baba has been, maybe could we share a chart? Let's first, before we talk about that, we have quickly here in 4 minutes Alex, you can't do that. Let me switch screens, because instead of me just saying, remember again, I have to do the very thing that I just told you with myself. I have to tell you why I am interested in Baba, because if I just go, oh, Baba, no, I have to give a reason why. Yeah, there has to be a why into trading. That's how you hold yourself accountable. And yesterday we were talking about approaching your trading as a business. Yeah, business decision. There is a why on a business decision. Yeah, usually it's a bottom line or anything. So here's Baba, has been just drifting. Yeah. But we know these market makers see typically something like this. So we get our first green candle yesterday, and now we are gapping up. So this here, it could be the beginning of buyers coming in, recognizing that this huge, this is after earnings, right? This is what happened to Baba after earnings. And oh man, I was counting. You saw me quietly there? I was counting. There's actually a strategy. I haven't coded it in my computer yet. Yeah, there's a strategy after earnings that I've seen so many times. Yeah, it would have led you. It's easy for me to say it, but it could have led you to entering Baba trade yesterday. I kid you not. Then because the low here 252, and right now 10 points. Yeah. It would have led you to that. So I need to code that strategy. I need to code that strategy. I'm sick of seeing it. So that strategy, I think in my subconscious, because I've been monitoring Baba. So reason for Baba, first green candle after a downtrend, and then a gap up this morning. Yeah. And then hold me accountable in 2021. Select, where's the strategy that you talked about? I haven't coded it yet. So that's this chart here is what. So, and you see here the exponential moving average, the yellow line, the exponential moving average 8. Look how it's almost, it hasn't, it doesn't have an inversion point yet. It hasn't flattened out yet. It's still coming down. But I guarantee you, check this out today. Yeah. By the close this morning, let's say if the price is able to go above 265, we are less than $2 from 265. Yeah, this thing will change direction, even though this one is still coming down, but it's so far away, right? So for us on here, let's try on Baba. Let's try to see, okay, can they muster a rally here? If they muster a rally, my friend, then we have a super great trade for next week. And for you, you'll have enter it. I mean, it's not too late because, hey, it's okay for those who were able to master that yesterday. But for me, I like to see this, definitely. And then this gap up this morning is my reason for being interested in Baba. You see what I did there? I'm giving you the reason why. So ask yourself a reason why. And it's okay if it doesn't work. Meaning, for me as of now, to back this one, since I haven't coded the strategy, if I had coded it as my AI that you are trading here, I would have told you that, hey, there's an X% chance when this setup happens that we are going to make money. Yes, I do have that for every single one of the trade that the subscriber you take. I know the percentage, and I share them with you on every video here on YouTube. Right? Go check it out. There's a playlist called Subscription Trade Alert Performance Review. There are tons of them. We started here on May 25th, so you can have them. Okay, Baba here, very quickly. So the bias is bullish, yeah? The bias is bullish. So we start with that end if we want to do a Gangsta trade here. So my friends, oh my goodness. This could be maybe against the Gangsta philosophy of getting something cheap. But those 270, they are really, really nice. Yeah? But let's try to do something here. We're going to try to get them. So here's what we're going to do. We are going to say 15 cents, 270 calls. Most likely it's going to be difficult to get them unless, hey, you never know. If you don't put in the order, you don't know. Somebody may overreact and give us that entry. Because yesterday they were trading at, let's say, 30 cents, right? This move alone will make them appreciate more. But remember, what's the other factor that we need to take into account? Theta. Yeah, a day has passed by. Say theta is 11 cents on here. So from just theta alone, then that will take the price minus 11 cents thereabout. Yeah, that will put it at maybe 20 cents. Plus this, the reasonable price for this, if you want to get these, I think you could try them for less than 40 cents. You could. So for us, let's try to hope then something around it. So we're going to go with the 275, definitely. So 270, 275, and we don't want to go further than that. And then 277 and a half. I mean, 280, we are pushing a little bit, but hey, if they go there and we have something in the money, fantastic. So 270, 270, 275, 277 and a half. Yeah, you cannot do it more live than this, folks. Yeah. I'm just going to repeat that one last time for those who were still concluding with the work they trade. So Baba, November 20th, for 15 cents. Again, it's a chocolate entry. Chocolate means that we are fixing the limit price at which we want to get this contract, and we are varying the strike price. So 15 cents, we try 270, 275, 277 and a half. And on the put side, because we are no fools, yeah, it's not because the setup is bullish, then hey, so let's protect ourselves. But you're gonna see what we're gonna do here. We are not going to spend that money. So our nominal price limit going to be 5 cents. So for 5 cents, what are we trying to get? So this thing so far out. So let's say two, any of these, they're gonna be super cheap, yeah, because yesterday they were at 3 cents, but now the stock has gone in the opposite direction. So for us, we can actually try these. So 250 for 5 cents, 250, and then the 255. Yep, because we can. It's 10 points away. This thing can just rocket here at the open. Yeah. So we're giving you only 2 strikes for the puts. It's okay because we have a bias, and then the price on the offering on it is 5 cents. 5 cents for the 250 and the 255. I think for the 250, more than likely you will get them at 5 cents. I guarantee you that. Not I guarantee you that. There's a high likelihood of that, just based on the movement on here. Wow, we have 20 concurrent viewers on a Friday. I've never seen this before. I need to give more free Gangsta Trade. Yeah, there's somebody who was asking me a question yesterday. If I don't remember the name, I apologize. So maybe I didn't turn them off or anything. Somebody yesterday here on the live broadcast asked about a free trial or something. I don't know. I was thinking about it afterwards. If let's say I could see him, I couldn't message him, but I'm not seeing his name here, or I don't know if it's a he or a she. I'm not seeing the name here in the live trading today. But I'm going to go back to my comment section. I know that trader has commented before. I will need to reach at them. Mr. Jesus is telling us that Telex, there is a $10 move according to my math, and 5 on Baba. Okay, fantastic. Well, let's take advantage of that, Mr. Jesus. Okay, folks. What else? Well, I think we have come at that time where everybody is busy entering the Gangsta Trade. I appreciate you. If you think that this broadcast is of interest to you, I invite you to like. I invite you to share our channel on social media. That's how you go about supporting the work that we do on here. And as for us, we promise you we will continue to cater the contents of the channel to your liking. Have a great trading Friday. I'm really hoping that we all can make money on those 2 trades, Workday and Baba, to close the Friday and set ourselves up for the new week, the Thanksgiving week. It's going to be a short week, but the short week typically, folks, if you don't know, that just means that the market's going to be very volatile. And when the market's volatile, you and I know how to take advantage of that. Until then, I bid you adieu, and we shall reconvene on Monday. Bye-bye, everybody.